This is the beginning.
The beginning. The beginning of the end. At the beginning I was here and ran the place, but after about 10 years I got a manager, and then I handed the day-to-day running over to him. I came in every day, but you know, I was just overseeing things. And since COVID, I've lost most of my staff and had to come back working myself and my wife, and we went from 25 staff down to 8. So it's been pretty full on for the last year and a half. So sort of out of semi-retirement, back working again full time.
I've worked here for 10 years. I've been the assistant manager for about 5. Yeah, I find that it's the best job I've ever had. It was less stressful, let's put it that way. I only worked really 40 hours a week, 5 days, only done one night a week. It's quite balanced, is a word for it. Obviously it wasn't hectic, you weren't running about all the time. Everybody had their own job, they all done what they were supposed to do. And then COVID hit. And then obviously all the staff went. And then my job went from one person's job to doing 3 people's jobs. Working 24/7, 12-hour shifts. Yeah, it's been fun. The bar was beyond busy. There was basically only like standing space every weekend. So every weekend you were so busy, people couldn't physically fit in the door. So you always had people next door, you had the 3 rooms going all the time. And well, you don't get that now.
March the 23rd, I think we had the lockdown completely closed the business. And it was a bit of a cliff edge for people like myself, because when I regularly come up on Friday, Saturday and Sunday for a couple of pints of beer, a real ale fan, one of the main reasons I come here is because of the real ale. All of a sudden there was nothing. You had to stay in the house. You don't miss the pub as such, you miss the people in the pub as much as you miss the pub.
I've been a customer here now probably for on and off about 2 years. Me and my son started using the pub here before the pandemic. We used to come in, watch the football, have a beer. Previous to COVID, I would come here maybe 2-3 times a week. I used to split it between here and Glasgow. I like to go to Glasgow for a beer as well. So, but we came here maybe 2-3 times a week. And since COVID, I've stopped going to Glasgow. I don't go there much at all now. And mainly I'm here maybe 4 or 5 times a week now. I stay myself, so I come out for the company. And you get that here, because the girls behind the bar always chat to you. And there's always somebody to get a chat to here.
Before COVID, we had, you know, a few meetings with my management team, and we had organised getting the food started. So things were looking up. We'd got the place renovated, we'd spent quite a lot of money in the place, and all that was geared up towards getting the food started. We were all looking forward, I thought anyway, to take the business to the next level, if you like. The food's helped to bring people back in, you know, because at one point we couldn't sell alcohol. That's like a butcher shop not being able to sell meat, you know. I mean, it's just crazy the way that they plan things. And anyway, our hands were tied with that. But the food's definitely helped our business. It's definitely taken it to the next level. You know, social media has definitely helped with posting stuff on that, and you know, we got some advertising stuff, you know, banners. I got my van all decked out with decals, and we park it all over the village to try and you know, remind people that we're here, you know. So there's lots of things we've done, and the staff have helped as well. The amount of stuff that they've posted on social media, and customers as well. I mean, customers have been really loyal to us and posting stuff. So it's been, the help we've had has been great.
So I think, thinking about the station, I think things are gradually getting their raise. I believe he's doing quite well with the food. I've been in several times with my wife, especially during the eat out to help out time. We were in 5 Fridays in a row here. It was quite good. I think we got something like 20% off or something. And the quality of food stayed the same. You know, it's been good to start with, and it's never dropped since he's reopened again. I believe it's the same staff he hired, so that was quite good that he kept him. So he's got quite a reasonable standard of food in here. The food's reasonably priced. The clientele seems to be coming back to him now, so hopefully there's a good future here for John and his staff.
Yeah, I mean, the support we got at the beginning obviously was key to keeping the business alive, but we didn't get anywhere near the amount of support that, you know, we could have got if, because I had spent all that money on the renovations. My accounts over the last 2 years before COVID were small losses. But I mean, if I hadn't spent all that money on the business, it wouldn't have been a loss, it would have been, you know, it would have been a plus. So, but they don't take that into account. They just see your accounts as a loss, and then they don't help. They didn't help me, you know. Probably been the most stressful time in my life, to be honest with you. My wife was working for me, and we fell out, and it was pretty hard. Honestly, it was really tough. I've always been the kind of guy that, you know, my glass is half full, not half empty. But some of the times, you know, when we didn't think we could keep the place going, it was really tough, like, you know. So the stress has just been unbelievable, but still is, believe it or not, because, you know, I'm still working 60, 70 hours a week. The staff situation hasn't really got any better. Loads of young people looking for work, but I don't know what's happened to all the previous hospitality industry people, because they just haven't come back into the business, you know. I think it's going to take another year or more to get back, and it depends on, you know, the COVID figures as well, because the government they just panic when you know, the figures are going through the roof. So hopefully there won't be another lockdown, but who knows? I mean, I just think that there's been a lot of scaremongering as well. I mean, people are still scared to come out. You know, I used to have 5 real ales on. If we've got 2 on a week now, so that tells you something leaps and bounds, that people are not coming out, still not coming out, you know.
But gradually, as the lockdown eased off, we go back in here. We're actually outside to start with, and the marquee behind us, and gradually we come back to what we have now. So it's a slow journey, a long journey, and I felt for the proprietor John Black here, because he invested a lot in the business, and he could have lost a lot. Just at the time he invested to make this into from a nice pub. We went from a working man's pub before he had it to a sort of reasonable pub where you could bring your wife or your girlfriend, and then he's trying to turn it into this bistro. And I kind of support him in that, because the area needs that type of thing. We still have 2 or 3 working men's pubs that people can go to. This is trying to be a bit more different in terms of, he's trying to get the clientele in that are quiet and easy, don't shout at the TV when the football's on, that kind of thing. So he's trying to not upgrade it as such, but make it a different type of experience. And you choose to pay for that, or you choose not to pay for that.
Nah, you know, you miss the beer, you miss the pubs, you miss the company. It wasn't so much fun sitting in the house. But since the pubs opened back up again, we've been coming back out and getting involved with the community and the staff and other things. So yeah, it's better now it's opened up.
A message to anyone's basically to be nicer to your bar staff, because they've had a hard job to start with. Now it's 10 times harder, and we're just all trying our best.
I've learned that it's all about people, really. You know, I mean, some of the customers have been fantastic. They've been really loyal and they've supported us all the way through, even when they couldn't get a drink. You know, they've came in and they've eaten the place, and the stuff that they've put on social media and all the rest of it. It's been absolutely fantastic. So I'd like to thank them all for their help, and we couldn't have done it without them.